Attending the GEST program in 2023 was an awakening that reshaped my belief and my life. I am Nirmala Maharjan from Nepal, working with Care Nepal as Women and Girls Empowerment and Rights Strategist. Currently, I am pursuing my MPhil in Gender Studies. GEST gave me a voice and the courage to question inequality. It helped me to see how gender, caste, and class shape every woman's story.
Attending the GEST program was the greatest turning point in my career. The skills that I gained in policy advocacy, in gender budgeting, built the muscle in me to enter halls of power as well as shake and move gender-blind spaces. I have worked with the Parliament of Uganda to review the marriage bill, the assistive technology bill, as well as the gender in education policy, among others.
I think most importantly, what GEST did to my journey was to validate it, not just for myself, but for people around me. I think it renewed my confidence and enthusiasm with which I could work in the field of gender.
Attending GEST program helped me to understand deeply the gender issues and power dynamic that shapes our lives and our communities.
Through the program, I was able to expand my professional network, and immediately after, I was able to secure a grant from Alliance for African Partnerships to implement a relationship violence and sexual misconduct capacity building project together with Michigan State University, MSU, and Makerere University.
What I am doing today to advance gender equality is by creating programs that invest in female farmers and invest in women and recognize the substantial contributions that they bring to coffee cultivation and coffee farming.
Since Iceland, my life has never been the same. Right from learning gender theories from international experts to understanding theory of change, it has really helped me shape flow at work today.
My final project was on a feminist analysis of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement on women informal cross-border traders. These days, I work at Mama Cash supporting activists across the globe. This career move would not have been possible without the skills I learned at the GRÓ GEST Fellowship.
It helped me see how power and narrative shape digital gender justice. The idea that narratives can defeat armies changed how I approach resistance online.
Sharpened and deepened my understanding of intersectional gender issues and sparked my passion for becoming a gender and energy specialist.
I now work as a senior manager in the Gender Equality, Disability and Social Inclusion practice at Microsafe Consulting in India, where I lead multi-country teams across Asia as well as Africa.
The skills from GEST are a foundation to my work. It provided me with advanced frameworks and confidence to train volunteers on the critical link between gender and climate change.
I work at Nepal Administrative Staff College as a training and research officer. I'm working to draft the Gender Equality and Social Inclusion Policy, JC policy, for my organization.
GRÓ GEST nourished my commitment towards feminist movement and to the deep magic of collective care.
GEST really strengthened my leadership and confidence to, integrate gender into migration programming, but also frameworks. And I have led initiatives promoting gender-responsive policies, but also protecting the most vulnerable groups.
Once I returned to Sri Lanka, I had the incredible opportunity of working with amazing women advocates, including a former Supreme Court Justice, as well as a number of amazing not-for-profit organizations. And I was able to contribute to the development of guidelines for victim survivors of sexual and gender-based violence, guidelines for the police to ensure that reporting process is gender-sensitive, as well as checklists for judges working in cases of sexual and gender-based violence.
My GEST project on women survivors of sexual violence in post-conflict Uganda laid the foundation for my work today, where we influence the enactment of the African Union Convention on Ending Violence Against Women and Girls.
Today I feel equipped in handling harassment cases, from being the first responder to adding an intersectional lens in the process of justice. I now lead new community immersive education programs both in the city and in rural Nepal, while weaving an intersectional lens at every step.
GEST enabled me understand how my gender and disability shape my life experiences as a woman with a disability. The skills I gained enabled me to secure funding to raise awareness of the African Disability Protocol among young women with disabilities across Uganda.
Hello everyone, this is Sarmak from Pakistan. I'm trying and using these tools to train the next generation of Pakistani nurses, doctors and paramedics here.
The GEST program profoundly shaped me as a leader and also a gender profession. I have managed to lead programs such as the Global Spotlight Initiative that has had effective results in the elimination
of violence against women and girls in the sub-Saharan Africa.
GEST opened my eyes to new ways of thinking, helping me rethink traditional frameworks and approach development from a more inclusive and critical perspective.
And my GEST project later on became Voice Valor, a survivor-led tool defining online misogyny through lived experiences. With 5,000 plus inputs, it helps detect harms that Global North tools miss and has been recognized for its impact.
The GEST program deeply shaped my analytical lens, and it strengthened and continues to strengthen how I integrate intersectionality, feminist theory, and gender and policy analysis in very practical peace-building strategies.
Based on my network and my exchange in GEST, I was able to put a very strong foot forward into the women participation into the public spaces and policy. And now we run our own fellowship program called A Women Building Peace Together, with the idea to acknowledge the women contribution in everyday peace building efforts.
The training that I attained at GEST was such a turning point for me because it equipped me with tools and leadership that enabled me overcome my imposter syndrome. With that confidence, I became the first female executive director for my organization.
I currently work with Women Lift Health, an organization that works with women leaders and developing their leadership capacities across 20 countries in the world. Our work was also recently recognized by the Power Together Award at the Reykjavik Global Forum. 5 years from GEST, I am doing exactly what it prepared me for, turning women's leadership into a driver of equity.
The GEST program has enhanced my skills in research, policy advocacy, project designs, and all these with an intersectional lens on gender, but also in peace building to ensure that gender aspects are integrated in peace building.
So through this policy work, I'm trying to make Nepal's public sector more gender responsive and inclusive. One conversation, one decision, and one training at a time. That's how I carry GEST spirit moving forward.
Today I work in gender and social inclusion, supporting organizations and private sector institutions to create better environment where diversity and equality are truly lived. I also help women discover their power within and use it to transform their community.
We work with landless women in informal settlement who fight every day for their right to land and housing. Every woman I meet reminds me that equality is not just a goal, it's a living promise.